Well, going into week 3 of rehab and really just seeing some amazing progress, continuing to recover really well. Um, I think part of that is that Versa 1 that just saw the image for, and also you can just visibly take a look over the last few weeks and see the leaning out from week 1, 2, and 3. So right here we're moving into what would normally be my max effort squat day on Wednesday. So I'm doing the stallions again. So at least I'm able to train something. I'm really hitting on some of the hamstrings and glutes and that posterior chain and how they're tying together quite well. But at the same time, not putting much pressure at all on the adductor, although it is firing a little bit as you get up towards the top on this, but nothing significant. From here, moved on to some exercises that, again, working some muscles, so actually loading some weight. I've got a 100-pound kettlebell and a small band. Typically, it's a purple band, like an inch and a half, around my knees. So I'm really getting my glutes and abductors to fire. But at the same time, I'm working through the movement pattern that's assisting with my rehab on the torn adductor. Alright, here I decided to step up the band tension a bit more and see how that felt. Almost a little too much, where we've got a medium band, typically a green band, a couple inches wide, but was still able to get out. Also kind of working on trying to retool my raw squat technique a little bit, so I think this is going to help reinforce those patterns. And again, able to work through some movements that are helping with rehab.
Okay, so before you watch this next segment to show you the level of progress this week on the rehab, just 2 days ago, and this is with no weight, I wasn't able to do basic kneeling, just doing this on one leg yet. So take that in mind when you watch some of the stuff on the next piece of the video. 2 days ago.
So I started playing around with some windmills here. This is really stretching that glute out and hamstring. But right before doing this, I did it was 10-15 minutes worth of kettlebell work, 53-pound bell, doing some Turkish getups, which really, when I was talking about not being able to kneel a couple days prior, now we're talking about doing that and doing it with a fair amount of weight. I shot some more video of that later, so you'll be able to see some of that. But this was all done on Friday, basically 2 days after Wednesday, which is the squat workout we just watched. This here, I think it's 95 pounds, and then I bumped up to like 135 after this for the next set. So. These do look pretty silly, but really, for some reason I like them. It's really hard for me to actually maintain the position with the locked out arm because I can't lock out my arm, so really takes a lot of concentration for me to keep my shoulder and arm in position. So it's really good, and then really works that scapula, especially after doing some kettlebell work like nothing else. It just fries that area. So I think I'm going to continue to work these in, really not focus on a lot of weight, but trying to clean up the movement a little bit more because these are pretty ugly. So I think I've got a lot of opportunity to make some improvements there. Let's jump back to talking about kettlebells. I get lots of questions on kettlebells because people see me using them in my training. They want to know, are they any good? Those sorts of things. And kettlebells are just a tool. What's important is how you're using it. And in my experience, what I've learned is to really think about if you're doing basic movements like the Turkish get up here, which is what I did before the windmills as well, is to focus on practice. Trying to find the errors and flaws in your movement patterns and trying to correct those. As I watch this video, I see a number of mine, and I'm going to try to get better at those. I'm not necessarily going to try to do this faster, add more weight. I've done that stuff in the past. I've done these with a lot more weight, done them a lot faster, focusing on strength or conditioning. But when I've taken it back to thinking about this is trying to cue the right muscles, trying to get them to work together and integrate properly, that's when I've gotten the best results. That's when my mobility's gone up. That's when issues with my other lifts requiring everything to work together properly has gotten better. And so that's my point there is think about kettlebells as practice. You need to know how to do it correctly, and then you need to try to improve how you do it. So in the end here, I thought I'd toss in my bench press. So even though I can get my feet on the floor now, I decided to finish up this training cycle doing it the same way I started. So 225 plus 200 pounds in chains, feet in the air, really working that balance, and hit 5 sets of 5 this week. So we're going to do that.